Okay, welcome back. This is time for 240207. I just did this one. Revolve. It has symmetry, but I don't take advantage of it. Draft again, but I don't take advantage of it. I like the quote, rename every feature in the tree. Your future self has terrible memory. Does not really apply to speed modeling, but it's a great idea. I like to remind people that there is a filter in Creo. Even if I named an extrude, if I typed in extrude, it would still find all the extrudes. So when you name a feature, it does give you that extra point to search for. Um, I'll be honest, I don't normally do this for speed times, but I ranked 104 out of 382 and it lists the top 100. So we're going to give it a try, see if we can shave a little bit of time off this one. All right, so 240207, we are in metric, so let's jump in. We're going to do a revolve on the front plane and come on, there we go. Start right away with that datum center line. All right, and then we're gonna get some geometry added on here. So we're gonna start with the inside of kind of that top pipe. We're gonna come over, down at an angle, over and up. We don't really have any equal lengths here, so we want to try to avoid that. We do want this to be parallel. Oh, I missed it. That's all right. We'll add it back in. All right, so we'll get that parallel constraint added right on here. This is a lot of stuff to deal with. So let's go through it point by point. Let's start with the center hole. So the center hole here is 25. So that should rescale everything. What else? The overall height down here. I might have to deal with some heights pretty quick. I feel like my heights are kind of skewed, maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. This should be 95 for my overall height. Woo! And then the top of this portion here should be 40. Okay. This edge over here should be 15. And inside this portion, this should be 25. What else? I'm going to move some of these first. Okay. This one should be 40. That's in my front view. I got some angles I'm going to have to add on here. My overall total width is 195 from the top view. Okay. I also have the 144 that's here. Okay. And 160 is the one that goes to here. Yep, and we don't have that. So let's add the dimension going from this point to the center line, back out to the point, middle click. That's going to be 160. And then the last thing we're going to do is add this angle. Middle click. Let's undo that. That didn't feel right. Let's dimension. Line, center line, line, middle click. There we go. That's only supposed to be 28 degrees, so that should change this geometry quite a bit. Just checking everything here looks right. That's 25 and that's 40. All right, let's revolve it. All right, so there's our revolve geometry. For the top, I'm just going to make a sketch region. And we're going to start, it did mention the slot, so we can find that racetrack shape. So click and double click and then click to place it. If I drag it onto the center, I can use this little expander to make it bigger. The center distance is in the top view. That is 95. And the width is not shown here. We have the radius of 17. So I'll type in 17 times 2. Okay. We're also going to add some circles. I wish Onshape would have the equal size circles as a default constraint when you're drawing. That's so nice. We're also going to add a center point rectangle. And we're going to make the width of 50 and the height of 69. All right, and good enough. Can't add the rounds right now. We'll add them later. So we'll hit check mark. And on sketch region, we're going to take this and here and here and here and here and here. That looks good. We'll extrude those up. For a height of 60 is where they get to. They start at 40, so that's a height of 20. I'm going to use that same little whole sketch region there and extrude the other direction. There we go. They're removing material. Right click will do. Oh, let's try that again. I was trying to do right click hold and do to next. There we go. And last, I need to grab these corners. So we'll add the round tool. 1, 2, 3. That might be the right one, but I'm going to move this window a little bit so I can see better. 4. With those radiuses are 13. Okay, so Control D. That, I think, is everything we need to do here. And with alloy, that gives us a mass of 1775. Nice. Shaved quite a bit of time off doing that the second time. You'll always find that. The first time you go through it, it's going to have just looking up dimensions and stuff. The second time you do it, you have such a better idea of where those numbers can be found. So if you really are interested in speed modeling, absolutely don't plan to just do it once. You'll get faster every time you try. All right. Take care.